Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Delaware Blue Hens. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe and Ben down on the sideline. So Clemson's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Hens offense will be first on the attack. And we take a look at James Peoples, former Ohio State Buckeye. Boy, are they excited about what he's going to bring to this running game. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Graves. There he goes. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. Handoff for Peoples.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Porter. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Out wide left, it's Peoples. Snags it, and there's running room. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Porter. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense.
And, man, you've heard about this name in college football, and you heard about it in the portal. Everybody wanted to go get this stud to play QB for their squad. And now he's here. He's in your system. You got him under center. You got him making plays for you. This is a moment that's been very anticipated. Palmer, he's got experience. Do you still expect some nerves from this young man, though?
I think so, and I think what's dangerous is you want to prove everybody right away and try to throw for 500 yards in the first quarter. You just got to play within yourself, play within this offense. Trust me, this coaching staff, they're excited to unleash him today. But he's got to be able to play within himself. If he does that, I think he's lights out.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They go play action with Joseph. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside. It's Porter. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Sweet cut there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Porter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds the tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Straight ahead, it's Porter. Up to 44 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Needs it here on 4th down. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offensive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Porter. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Miles. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He's changing the play. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Got to make the play on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Joseph on the play action. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. To throw, it's Gardner. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miles. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Delaware. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house.
Number 96 set to kick it away.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
Wide open on the... And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Leaves it in his belly. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Throwing Joseph. Got him quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Makes him talk to the hand. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Sends it back in motion. Sets his feet. It's Gardner. Right side, it's Porter. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and They feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snap in the shotgun. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside, it's Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Quick give. It's Porter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Gardner. Left side, it's Graves.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's a give to Peoples. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Got some green grass. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Out wide left, it's Brown. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Look out! Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the air, it's Gardner. Under pressure. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They go play action with Joseph. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it inside the 30. He's into the open down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes.
And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys?
Joseph on the play action. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Out wide right, it's Ball.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage.
Caught, and he's got room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll run it. It's Johnson. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Joseph. They're all over him. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Rush right in his face. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Porter. Got enough for the 1st down. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Left side, it's Miles. Snags it and he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the 1st down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Knocked down immediately.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Hand it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Graves. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Blue Hens, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line with the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at the halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Porter. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the red zone, it's Porter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. Touchdown, Delaware! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the ground game. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Throwing Joseph. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Floats it out in space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They go play action with Joseph. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Joseph. Reels it in. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Down he goes. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Burrowing for yardage. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Throwing Joseph. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Peoples again. Brought down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Gardner. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff for Peoples. Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. Snaps it in the shotgun. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, what a big stop for this defense. The offense kind of gambles. They could have tied the football game. They went for it to try to take the lead, and the defense says, absolutely not. Not in my house. We've got an interesting rest of the fourth quarter coming.
Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Second and long here. Joseph. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Joseph from the gun on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. He's past the marker. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Clemson calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Peoples. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first.
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He's going to try to knock one through from 49. They get through, and it's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Joseph. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Rushes on, and down he goes.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Joseph. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
It's third and goal and third and long. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
Man, that's a big stop by this defense and decision time for this offense. And listen, I am the aggressive type. I want to go for it 90% of the time. Fourth quarter, I got a chance to take the lead. I'm taking the field goal.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with people. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And he gets rid of it.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
To the air, it's Gardner. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation.